Hey, so I want to talk about one of my drones today. This is the Mavic 3 Enterprise by DJI. And for me, and I'm sure a few other people out there, this was a successor to my Mavic 2 Pro. The Mavic 3E had a better battery life and so longer flight times, mechanical shutter, more consistent photogrammetry, and it came with this cool RC Pro controller. You also have some better safety features. You got some more obstacle avoidance sensors on it than the Mavic 2 Pro. Definitely a few less connection issues, but that was never really a problem. Once or twice the Mavic 2, and it was just more being in a bad position. The cost, I got this in October of 2024 for $2,900 from the Camera Exchange here in Austin. New, I see it right now. This is early December, about $5,000. This drone made the money back pretty quick. Mapping jobs, construction updates in apartments and neighborhoods and housing, roof inspections, pre and post, fixing, parking lot conditions. Pretty much that's it for this drone, but pretty good gamut. Yeah, so this does have the mechanical shutter, and the Mavic 2 Pro did not, electronic shutter. This drone pairs well with the Mavic 3T. So you have your thermal, then you have your mapping side. And yeah, you can use with this controller some cool software like Drone Deploy, and there's a couple others, Pix 4D. Actually, I don't know if that one comes on here. And then the DJI app that comes with it works pretty well for a lot of situations. So you have that. Pretty solid. I've never really had any issues getting lost. Good flights. Something interesting though, that because this was designed for a lot of map making and photogrammetry, you can turn this warp and dewarp feature off, which helps, I guess, when dewarp is off. It helps for better stitching of these maps and images together. But it's interesting because I've had other jobs where they've said, no, it absolutely has to have dewarp turned on. So if dewarp is turned off, you're just going to have these little black, kind of like rounded black edges of the corners of the images. When dewarp is turned off, it fixes that, and it's just a regular image. This does actually take pretty good video. Check these clips out. I'll throw a couple clips in here. So if you have a job where you have to do some panoramas, some different maps, and then they also want some video progress of this, property that you're doing weekly or monthly updates on. You just show up with one drone. But yeah, if video is your main concern, I would say do not go with this drone. All right, batteries. So this drone, just like the Mavic 3 Cine and the Mavic 3 Classic and the Mavic 3T, they all use the same battery. So that's kind of nice. So, you got a bunch of these different drones. You can just buy a bunch of these batteries. Yeah, and, obviously as you wear them down, the total flight time starts to decrease, but still pretty impressive flight times. One thing between the Mavic 2 Pro and this drone is the Mavic 2, you could use a tablet, the way the controller was set up. I think you still could buy the nicer controller for it, but I didn't have one back then. With the old controller, you could put a tablet or your phone on it. With the tablet, you could have no internet connections. That's fine. When my phone would be on there, sometimes it would be like group chats with my friends, and it'd be a really terrible time. And these messages would be popping up at the top of my screen. I'm just kind of distracted, trying not to hit a tree and doing this roof inspection. So that was a good thing, I think, just having it on here, just having, having everything here versus, I use my phone's GPS to get to the site and go forward. All right, let's talk about accessories. So you have this cool little accessory port. You just open this little flap right here, and there's a USB-C connection. And you can just set this on here, right? And then I just use these hand screws, thumb screws, and just put that in there. This RTK module is great. Usually you have to use a ground station, and you get more precise than GPS when you're using this paired with the ground station. I think this was around $700 when I got it earlier this year. I don't own a ground station, but they're like, man, I feel $2,000 or $3,000. But cool thing is, this company called Point One has a web-based ground station. And I don't know the specifics, but it's pretty cool. You can get monthly or yearly subscriptions. I think for like 1 month, maybe it was like $150 for Point One. So that's kind of a cool feature. Also, we have this really cool speaker. I haven't used this one as much, but people use it for pre-recorded messages to let you know what's going on. Why is a drone there? Potentially also for search and rescue. Maybe you would see that on the thermal drone more than this, but maybe. And it's kind of neat. You can have text messages it'll speak it.
Make sure to stay warm tonight. I love you, people. Make sure to stay warm tonight. I love you, people. Make sure to stay warm tonight. I love you, people. Make sure to stay warm tonight. I love you, people. Make sure to stay warm tonight. I love you, people. Make sure to stay warm tonight. You are beautiful and loved. You are beautiful and loved. Please don't stop dancing. Free, samba, free, samba, free, samba. Please don't stop running. You are so close to your goal. Please don't stop running. You are so close to your goal.
You can have preloaded audio you download or bring on a memory card, and you can put that on in there and play that. So kind of a neat little accessory. And they also make some non-DJI ones that also have lights. So you have the megaphone and the lights built into one module. So that's kind of neat. So some advantages the Mavic 4E has over the Mavic 3E. Longer flight times, included RTK module, the ability to put other accessories on it in addition to the RTK module, what this drone cannot do. Better ISO, this is 6400, the Mavic 4E is 12,800. Aperture improved from 4.4 to 2.8. And the price I'm seeing is about close to $5,200. Additional batteries are about $230 each. But, we still, maybe these drones get banned on, the end of December or December 23rd. So getting a new one, maybe is a little bit risky for you, especially if you don't have the clients. If you already have the work and people are hitting you up to use it, yeah, it is a great drone. And I don't really know what other alternative you have besides DJI. Well, anyways, I hope you liked the video. I'm still trying to get the formula down and, be a little more calm and direct on these. But I guess the end verdict is I need to have something to bring it all. The conclusion. All right. So my conclusion for the Mavic 3E is, yes, it totally was a moneymaker for me. I've been really fortunate. No birds attacked it. I haven't clipped any, buildings or thin branches. Great safety standards. And, I still could sell the drone. Fingers crossed in the future too. I know they've made some changes to make some of the drones as far as like changing ownership. It's a little more specific, so they make sure they're not stolen. So hopefully that's what's going on. But yeah, definitely was worth it. Definitely a cool piece of equipment. And I would recommend this if you're in the drone, if you're a drone pilot or looking to be one, and you think about doing map making, photogrammetry, and things that need a mechanical shutter. It's a little more consistent, and just because of that, it is kind of why it's a very specific enterprise drone. So this is a Mavic 3E Enterprise by DJI, and I am giving it a good review. All right, hope you enjoyed.